Hello there, welcome to my video. So this is not my first video recording that I've obviously recorded, but it is gonna be my very first video, moto vlogging video that I'm gonna put out, mainly because earlier there was a fatal accident involving a motorcycle, and I figured this would be important. It's kind of an odd situation because earlier today I was watching several videos by Snowcat and a few others, other motor vloggers, and of course other things. And one of the videos that Snowcat actually put out today was that he was actually putting out a video about one of his viewers having died recently in a motorcycle accident. The odd part about that is that the accident occurred at an intersection, and it was involving obviously a motorcycle and a car, and something about a T-bone, someone T-boning someone. I don't quite recall the full details. And a few hours later I get a NIXL alert, because I am actually subscribed to the police and fire rescue and ambulance rescue NIXL that alerts us if there's any situations, any road closures, missing people, robberies, things like that, things to look out for. Keeps us alert, especially when they need the community involved in some way, or just alerting the community of any situations. And the alert said that there was a road closure a couple blocks away down the road from my neighborhood. And so I was like, oh, that's weird. I didn't know there was a motorcycle fatality at the time. But then I got an alert in one of my car buddy group, the Facebook chat that I am in. And one of the guys was like, hey, there was an accident, looks like a fatality involving a motorcyclist, and it looks like a Street Fighter. And at first I was like, oh, I haven't seen a red Street Fighter, just like, a red version of my Street Fighter around. So I was like, yeah, that's kind of odd. Are you sure it's a Street Fighter, not a monster? And he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Or it could be a super bike, because it looks like a super bike. And I'm like, well, my bike kind of looks like a super bike in the rear end, because that's what a Street Fighter is. It's Ducati's 848 Street Fighter. And it's pretty much based on the 848 Evo or 848 super bike. But anyway, so, they were also gearing up to play basketball, which is why I was leaving a middle school earlier just now. And when we started talking about the whole accident, I said, hey, anybody want to do a bike meetup and check it out? I wasn't trying to be intentionally morbid. I was just kind of doing a sarcastic joke that I always make, me being sarcastic that I am. And one of the guys was like, all right, let's go. And where do you want to meet up? And I'm like, well, you can meet up at my house. It's just a couple blocks away from me anyways. And so he met with me and we headed out over there. And so this video I'm about to show I'm definitely going to try my best to obviously edit it out earlier and not show, just for obviously for graphic reasons. I'm going to try not to show, like, you know, any details of the dead body or anything like that. I'll show the messed up bike and, you know, possibly the messed up car involved, but I'll try not to involve the dead body, because there was a dead body at the intersection. So here we go. This is bad. It's a Street Fighter. It's a Street Fighter.
It's literally in the middle of the street.
I know. What do you think happened? Looks like the bike flew. Well, there's the other vehicle. There's SUV.
Where?
Right there, the gold one. By the gas station. So, did you message the Facebook group or something? Or?
I want to see if I can get a better shot.
Yeah.
Probably get kicked out here in a second, but whatever. I just want to know, like, how the bike is over there and he's over there.
He fell off the bike. I'm guessing the bike went flying. But if you look at the side of that gold SUV that's sitting right there.
It looks like he T-boned it.
Yeah. Either he T-boned it or he smacked up against it. Left. Staying left. So we might be on TV tonight.
What?
We might be on TV tonight. Yeah.
That guy actually was the first one here. He has some pretty brutal pictures of the guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he's on a motorcycle?
Yeah.
He's on a motorcycle. He's going this way, and you see he tried to stop, but the car was like, I think he was turning from, he said he was turning southbound onto Old Seward,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't know if that motorcycler had the green or that guy had the green, and then he tried to brake. You can see like the skid mark in the road, but he T-boned the car, and instead of going over the car, he went straight into the car.
Ooh.
And his whole lower jaw was gone.
Where's the car?
It's that gold one right there.
So, the gold car?
Yeah, they're field sobriety test that guy too right now. He looked pretty.
Was anyone drunk or anything?
That's what they're doing with him right now. He looks pretty. Yeah, something.
He looks sauced up.
I'm not trying to stereotype
These
him.
things.
I know, they cringe your heart.
That guy.
Yeah.
I've never seen a dead body.
Never?
Yeah.
So this is really like.
He's covered up right now, so yeah. So I'm actually going to be passing by the intersection, and I have a PSA regarding this whole incident, because a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks or maybe even 4 weeks ago, there was another accident, motorcycle involved accident, and yes, again, it was a motorcycle T-boning another vehicle. And the funniest part about that is I was actually even closer to my neighborhood, and what had happened was that a Mustang convertible was actually coming out of this side road onto, well, obviously this main road that I'm coming down at right now. And now the motorcycle was coming out southbound, going the other direction that I'm coming from. I'm coming in right now. And if I was to guess, I haven't really gotten the full details. I'm sure I'll post something like a little message regarding it, but during the edit process. But pretty much what had happened was if I were to guess, one of the Mustang driver, and it's not necessarily 100% their fault, but they probably didn't see the bike coming, and they had pulled out just enough where the motorcyclist, obviously going, the speed limit around here is 45, it's okay to go 50, and this is the spot right here where the accident happened. They were probably going 50 is my guess, and they were dressed up, and they hit the front driver's side fender, and they and obviously they went flying, I'm guessing, because by the time I physically saw it, I did witness the aftermath again on that one. Was I'm guessing obviously the bike was pretty wrecked. It was, I'm sure it's totaled. But from what I overheard from other people, that when the paramedics showed up, because they had already put one of the passengers in the ambulance and taken him away, is that the passenger was unresponsive. Her eyes were open, and she was just laying there on the ground. Now, a few key details there was the motorcyclist and his passenger they were all wearing, they were dressed up. They were, and when I say dressed up, I meant like, you know, tie, dress pants, things like that. Possibly a suit jacket for him. She was wearing a dress, and it was pretty much formal dress up. And the only safety thing that they were wearing were helmets for both of them. Now, helmets obviously protect your head. So, as for your body, well, you're not protected at all. And as you probably saw in the video, yeah, or, well, not saw, but it was a fatality. He was, from what my friend was telling me, is the guy was suited up. He was completely wearing his gear. So sometimes it doesn't, you could die even while wearing a full gear. Now, does that mean that you shouldn't be wearing gear? Well, no, it means that you should be geared up just in case. Either way, you never know what exactly happened, and I don't know what happened to that, and I'm sure I'm going to have a second video talking about it. But in the other one, pretty much you should be wearing gear, period. My friend, of course, told me that it was they were going to that suit and tie event, and who knows, maybe they were going too fast, maybe the Mustang driver should have been paying more attention. Whatever the case, the accident happened, and it's too bad. So the PSA for that, in both accidents, is, as a car driver, I understand, you know, you don't always see the motorcyclist. It's a, you know, they're a smaller object. You don't see it. You don't see them coming. You don't see them coming, and sometimes, because there's, you know, you see one light for one at night, and two, they're smaller objects, you know. They're not like a car or a truck where you could see a good amount of them. Now, as for the riders, obviously, you know, you can only do so much. That means you have to be we're always on high alert, but that also means you got to be not so reckless with your riding, and also means that you've got to find ways, lots of ways to protect yourself, because you never know. Some drivers do not respect you. That is a fact, and you know, sometimes they get aggressive toward motorcycle riders. I've seen it, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, best thing I could really say at the end of the video is please be safe. Please be very alert with whatever you do, cars and motorcyclists alike. And really, please have respect for each other. But yeah, so, you know, with that in mind, I will be putting out videos that are hopefully more fun. You get to see more of Anchorage or Alaska in general. I'm just trying to figure out the kind of videos I want to put out, what kind of content it's going to be. So please stay tuned, and please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. See you later.
They kill me on Tuesday, bury me on Wednesday, more for me Thursday, then you gotta let me go, then you gotta celebration.